So
we can't even.
It's a distraction, is what I'm saying. That's why it bothers me, bro. I think it's a program being run on these YouTube streets to keep everybody talking in circles and not talking about the solution. Every day I get up and hear the same shit, bro, and I'm tired of it. I really am. Not just speaking for myself.
Example. So we're not.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to agree with him.
Amen.
I'm
gonna be back
in it
online.
all. I'm in it all.
We're trying to
Just
get
to
to a
trigger.
specific frequency, and yes, these words are getting in the way, and we're having trouble. We're knocking heads together to try and refine our communication. But ultimately, the goal is to get to that frequency of efficient. Some people want to mess things up. They're agents of chaos. But we and a lot of the people that speak these things, they want to join up. They want to resonate the energy, and it produces a better outcome for everybody involved. But for some of us, we need to fine tune that antenna, and then it will get us all on the same frequency. Some of us know how to grow plants. Some of us know how to write things on paper. Some of us know how to play instruments. We all have our mechanism, and sooner or later we can get this thing going to where it's a one love, one spirit, one God type of frequency, one band, one sound.
One love.
And then we can actually do something.
I will say this. In my lifetime, I was born in 76, so I lived through the end of the 20th century, right? Things were a lot more unified, and we had a thing that we used to call common sense that actually meant something. When you said common sense in the 90s, pretty much everybody knew what you were talking about. Now we don't have that, right?
You didn't even have to mention it.
Yeah. It was implied. So we're completely going away from that backwards now. And we're sitting here talking about information from Helen Blavatsky and shit and even the Bible, shit that's been around for thousands of years. That got us where we're at now, dude.
Oh, man.
So we're going to keep talking about that and get somewhere new.
I like Blavatsky and that other book. There's a lot of good information in the
Externalization of the
book.
hierarchy.
Information for what, though, bro? You know what I mean?
Yourself. Maybe you don't like them all,
Whose
but I
panel
do.
are we even watching?
Yeah.
And I'm not
I
attacking
just don't see
anyone.
the
But
value. It's intellectually stimulating. I like talking about it, especially before 2020. I was all into all that. I looked at all this.
Blavatsky, as much as
Neil,
all
if
her,
you go to the live of Charles Waz, tell me if you recognize
all
the
of her
difference on
friends
there.
in her time, like what's it?
or is it
Rudolf
Blavatsky?
Yeah, Rudolf Steiner, Freud, Jung, right? These were all new instigators.
Manly P. Hall.
These were all mainstream media people, right? Of that time of the West. So there's only so much that you can say about
I mean,
that.
isn't this the material that the Masons are teaching or you know? Okay. Well, if they're so enlightened, why are they not on the right-hand path at this point if it's all about frequency?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? This shit don't add up, bro. We keep throwing these words out there.
They're on their right path by their agendas working, and we're doing exactly what they want us to do.
Are we?
Maybe those books weren't meant for us to read. Those were the people, you don't see at least I didn't. I never seen no Blavatsky book in our schools.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a generous gift coming from our dear friend, Mr. Jimmy Shively. Oh, yeah.
Shit.
Here it comes.
I'm just glad Jimmy's feeling better.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100, obviously.
Here comes
the money. Oh, yeah.
Here comes the
money. Hey, we haven't heard that in a while, guys. That's funny.
I wonder why.
That was dope.
We see Manly P. Hall in our schools.
Oh, wait, pause
philosophers and.
All right, hold on.
I got
Go
some.
ahead.
I was thinking about this yesterday, And I was thinking about because I saw this guy on some Instagram or something. He went to some Rothschild bank in London to just like walk around, and he's like a, I don't know, he's like a auditor, I guess, or whatever. He's like, oh, I just want to like videotape the building and just walk around. Wow, yeah, these are the controllers of our world. Oh. And it really got me thinking. And just based off what the folks on that panel were just saying for the past 2 minutes, they're like, oh yeah, well, these people are causing the world to be the way it is, this big hellscape, and they're not right-hand path, left-hand path. And it got me to think, you know, what these folks, what are they really like breaking natural law? Like, are they really? Like,
I don't believe
they don't go to the front lines and shoot Iraqi children, you know? They don't go and do that. You know, they may manufacture weapons and offer weapons contracts. They might create banking institutions and all this nonsense, and then offer up contracts for people to. I mean, what is this, right? Like Wizard tells us all the time, it's like our credit, right? So like a bank, like they just make they get land and make a building and then invite you in, and then you sign a paper that basically was already your credit, which is just the person's retardation. You know, like what? So in terms of like this whole vibration or energetic or who's having the power, you know, what are these people really doing that egregious? Like what is it that is so egregious, that's so evil that these folks are doing? And it really gets down to like the crux of this whole thing, which is like their whole system is voluntary. Is it not? Like, is it not entirely voluntary, and that all these people are participating in it? And then we find ourselves on these panels that are complaining about our own weakness, in succumbing to these easier options. If that's not true, then what is it? Like, there's a bunch of evil folks that are like planning things, and then, oh, because there's no other options, I have to get the Slack scene. I have to get is that it? Channel 3, you type in bitch, come on up, explain yourself. Explain what you mean. You're talking about wars in the Middle East, or that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about 99% of the situations it seems like optional voluntary slavery, not a certain country, quote unquote country, which is not really a country, like going into other countries. Like, I don't know about that. I'm not claiming to know everything. I'm saying that what I'm just getting at is like, it's like 99% of the situations I see seems like it's optional voluntary slavery. So is it not?
It would have to be in regards to contract, because they have to agree in a contract. Like, you have to give consent for a contract, and it's all based off a contract.
Well, this is where like it's like Snafu says down there. Yep, Timothy definitely Jew. It's like again, like I can't really fault the Jays so much. I mean, it's real easy to get angry at them and say, well, you know, they're doing XYZ. Like Channel 3 right there says the WEF should be our focus. Like, if he's not an agent to try to get like a right-wing quote unquote right-wing folks to go and like attack. Because isn't that the play? Isn't that the next play? Am I the only one that can like see this? It's like civil war, cause a civil war in all countries at the same time, and then have like Elon Musk and like some, you know, blockchain digital Bolshevism take over, and then have everything be, you know, one world, one love, one Jack Talcott situation. And, you know, everybody rise up against the World Economic Forum. Everybody rise up against the J. Like, isn't this the same playbook from World War II? World War III going to be the same thing, and then the outcome is going to be just global governance by a few, you know, centralized controllers who run the code.
Well, if you think about it, it's all internal if you're looking at World War II, it was all internal. The average Joe wasn't in power, but there were plenty of Jays that were in power that were killing the average Joe.
What do you mean, on the front lines? I mean, that's like true.
No, meaning like
no, the politicians,
people
I
that
believe, are
the shot callers. A lot of those people were Jays.
That may
doing
be
it
true,
to their
but,
own
like,
people.
Where though?
All
we're talking
throughout
about
Europe.
massive corporations here. We're talking about, I guess I could name one would be Google.
Coca-Cola, for instance. Coca-Cola couldn't sell their product in that country, so they created Fanta.
Okay.
You know, and it's, let's be honest, it's all about fucking money. Life has no merit in these conversations other than that's what's at stake. Everything else is financial, just like it is today.
Yeah, I mean, there's just this concept like, these centralized grabblers are the problem. It's like, again, I'm not saying this because I'm like secretly one of them sitting in their in their back office trying to persuade you guys to not attack them. That's not what I'm saying. But it's like, I don't like. I think that's the game is folks like Channel 3 and Planet X Watcher, like, you're giving them power by presuming that they have any in the first place, and like succumbing to their will and signing up to their corporations in the first place.
Well, Timmy, if you go back in history, it's always been about that. Like, even when the line of Ashkenaz started, like, it was all a power play. It was to protect this or to protect that interest, or, you know, like, it literally all resulted as it came out of that. So why would it be anything else but that? You know, Ashkenaz is from the line of Gomer, and, well, they're not the real deal. They're converts by their own testament.
The Gnostic chef says, can't really be mad at a group for providing another group what they want. Yeah, I mean, that's like the crux.
That's exactly what they did.
That's what they do every day.
Yes. And if you want it, who's at fault? The person wanting the drugs or the person dealing the drugs? I'd say both. If there is a fault to give.
Oh yeah, we got a super chat from Hank. Bailing the machine lies out of chat jail. Why is the machine lies in chat jail?
Yeah, I think Papa Paul timed him out earlier.
Oh well, if Papa Paul timed him out, I can't go against my co-host's wishes.
You're just going to have to give a lot more money.
Yeah, Hank, you're defying the Almighty One's will here by contributing $2 to get Machine Lies out of the jail thing. And
that's going to have to jump up to like 200, buddy, and then there's
even
no
that,
guarantees.
man, it's like there's no amount of money that could actually persuade me to defy
OTW, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to get you some more money. I'm not giving any
God of all media.
I'm not guaranteeing that he will come out of jail. I'm just saying give $200 and maybe there might be a chance.
Nubs
Well,
is the
okay.
president
In
of
that
all
case,
media.
no. You know what? If Paul's willing to split that 200, I'd give him 100. I'll take 100, and yeah, okay. In that case,
there is no action on your end. That's the thing. Just give more money. That's the whole point of this.
Oh, right. Well, yes. people, give more money. Good idea. I like that idea. It's a really
Christ.
great concept. Phenomenal idea, Nubs. You don't have that many of them. You know,
You're literally biting your own foot. Just go ahead and put $200 in that fund to get him out, and the God of all media and OTW, they'll have a discussion, and it probably won't happen, but your $200 will be secure, and it will be attributed to your vote.
you know what, Nubs? I mean, that's got to be the dumbest thing I ever heard you say. And I mean, you say a lot of dumb things.
I'm just trying to get you $200 in your account. That's it.
Okay. Let me see. I doubt that's going to happen, but thank you for your your willingness to want the broadcast to be a successful one. Hey, Yeti Life's over at Pineal Power's broadcast. What's up, Yeti Life? Look Within is over there too. Let me see who else is over at Pineal Powers.
Got a question for Timmy.
Yeah, go ahead.
Timmy, do you think Palestine, do you consider them terrorists?
Who?
Timmy Carini, that was him talking, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just repeat what you said because he didn't understand the question.
Do you consider Palestine as terrorists?
Well, first of all, isn't Palestine as a country, right? So what do you mean? Like who exactly? Each individual being that lives there?
Are you talking about those
Palestinian
Hamas
government
people?
Do I think the Palestinian government is terrorist? I mean, I don't
think
what does
so.
this word terrorist even mean? Like the George Bush experts say is a terrorist.
Now, do you think Israel, do you think they're terrorists?
Again, like the nation state, like the entire
Yeah, it's kind
country.
it's kind of like broad. It's a very broad question.
I got
there.
you. I got you.
I can
Do-
I,
do-
the thing the
I
act.
see
I'll
where
say
you're
this.
leading
I think
this.
the actions.
Do you support Israel's genocide of Palestinians?
What do you even mean support? Like money, like ideation, or like?
All right, I
does
see
that
where you're
even-
going.
It's like no, I'm just trying to like get to the core of these kinds of questions because people kind of are way too quick to be like, yeah, I support left, right, or I support Israel, I support Palestine. It's like, I don't even know what that even means because it doesn't even. I don't even really know what that means. To be honest, to say I support or don't support, it's like the actions that if it's true that it's like again, what is genocide?
Well, you know, if I were to answer that question to me, I would say it's like, look, man, I'm not involved. I'm not aware of it. And most likely 95% of it is pretty much all lies, right? So,
Well, I have a
mean,
question for JG. Do you support
It's not all lies.
JG? Do you support Paco beating the hell out of Frankie at the homeless camp the other day?
I don't know what you're talking about, Paco and Frankie.
That's exactly my point. Nobody
I know
on
what
this
you're talking
panel
about.
has a fucking clue. None of
talking
us
about
have
that
a
was the
fucking
point I was
clue.
trying to make as well.
You're talking
No,
about
I'm
JG
not
is
talking
racist
about
against
JG being a
Mexicans.
racist. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking
No,
about
that's
the
not what he's
fact
talking about.
that we
He's trying
don't
to.
have a
Hold on,
fucking
Nubs. I
clue.
want to clear your metaphor up because he doesn't really get. He's talking about
No,
the tree
but
that falls in
see,
the forest.
Nubs, we do
and
have
it's orange.
knowledge, and you're trying to say we have no clue.
No, but what
You're
he's trying
saying
to
we
point
have
out
no
is-
clue, but we do have knowledge. Like
Dude, I
But
have
what kind of
family
knowledge?
over there, and I
What
have
kind of
no fucking
substantial
clue.
proof that you have.
All right. Well, I mean, that's because you're not read up on it.
Why would
mean,
I
I would
need to be
generally-
read up when my family calls and says, "Hey, this is what's going on"? I don't have a fucking clue. I can trust that they're telling me the truth, but past that, I mean, we don't really know. None of us have ever been over there.
I'll say like generally, JG, from what I see, I pretty much hate most of the things I see that what this government called the Israeli government does to pretty much everyone. I'm not going to say like I permanently don't like Jays or whatever. It's just, but it seems to me from what I see that they're doing whatever the corporate government is that is the entity of the state of Israel, which is the same entity as the United States of America or the United States corporation, like kind of the same thing to me. Whatever that entity is, it doesn't seem like it's doing things that are good for humanity. I don't know, like if that's what you're looking for, but I don't know though, because like
I'm just picking your brain and you're spot on now. Now you're not being difficult like Nubs.
No, I mean it's tough to
I'm
say
not
because like
looking
I
to
don't
be
really believe in-
difficult. It's a stupid question.
Yeah, because like I don't even really believe.
Now
in
you're gonna
government.
dub it as a stupid question. See, all you got is like bullshit, Nubs.
Well,
No,
Timmy
who do you
Alchemized
support? The
what
guy
you
on the
offered.
left or the guy on the right? That neither one of them you know. You don't know either one of these people, but you're gonna give an opinion. It's fucking ridiculous, JG.
Dude, I know what's going on. Everybody,
Jay,
like people
Are
know
you
what's
there?
going on, and you're just
Are
Wait.
you
Nubs,
over
dude.
there?
What do you mean you know what's going on, JG? Where are you getting your information from?
CNN.
This is crazy.
I'm just asking a question. Answer it. Where are you getting your information from?
Credible sources. Like what the fuck, Pat? I'm not talking out of my ass here.
Well, okay, credible sources. Okay, that's, I mean, coming from you, I'm not saying you're not credible, but I'm just saying, how can I, as an individual, just believe you off your word and you telling me that your information's coming from credible sources?
Yeah,
That just doesn't
don't-
stand up here.
Yeah, but OTW don't like. We don't need to kind of like gaslight. It's like
Exactly.
Like, you don't need to gaslight him. It's like if like
That
anybody.
wasn't the point. What I'm trying to say is
I know, but
Nubs
You're
is
acting
making a
like an
point.
Israeli yourself, Pat.
No, but like obviously, like when you hear the report, the Palestinians say that Israel bombed a fucking refugee shelter, and then Israel's like, no, they're hiding terrorists underneath, and like, it's like, who's lying? Like, I mean, probably Israel, right? And then it's just like, okay, next, and what is what I say next? It's like, and what? So what's the next thing? What am I supposed to be sparked to support? Like, what? A war, ground invasion, boycotts? Like, what is the end goal here? To say publicly that I don't like them? Okay, and what? Like,
Yeah, Timmy, I'm just picking your brain to see where you're at.
No,
You know,
I do this.
You're pretty spot on. Pat's
by
being
myself.
difficult.
Yeah, like
I'm
when
not being
when I think about
difficult. I just don't. I don't believe what I hear on the news. Look, I'll give you an example.
Dude, it's
JP.
not the news, man. Like,
So you have
you're just
people
jumping
that
to
you
you're
know
jumping
that
to
have been over
conclusions
there?
that my
I am.
sources
You're
are the
right.
news.
I agree. I am jumping to conclusions. I
Yeah,
since
so
you
I
have-
mean-
you've obfuscated my question. So from my perspective, I don't know where you're getting your information from. So I believe that you're getting it from mainstream media. This is and you're calling that from my perspective credible source of information. But obviously, I don't know where you're getting your credible source of information. So I'm a little bit,
So
left
why
in
even
the void.
run with mainstream news? Like, why even keep talking?
Well, the point is here that
Is there a
I
point?
just believe things that I don't personally experience myself. So I'm not over there in Israel experiencing something right now, seeing what's actually happening. And I'm not, I'm not being sold anything. I'm not like wherever I'm like, I don't know what it is. You're like, do you know somebody over there? Is that where you're like, I'm not asking you to reveal your sources, but at least like, do you have any friends that are in Israel right now that are going through something that can actually prove to you, send you pictures, videos, things like that, to show you that what what narrative is actually being pushed right now is actually true. This is what I'm getting at.
Let's say he did.
As a researcher, you want to, especially as an investigative reporter, let's say, you want to get down to the facts. You want to get down to the truth.
Okay, let's say he did. What would your response be then?
Then I would say, well, fine. If for a fact, I guess I'd have to believe you on your word. Obviously, I might would want to have some sort of receipts to really any investigative reporter.
Pat,
has
you're
to
just
have
showing
the
me
facts.
you're misinformed. You're lacking, Pat. Because if you did know, you won't be saying what you're saying right now.
Well, he's not convinced by the evidence he has so far. So
Exactly.
Can you get him something else?
But we're like
JG,
missing
the last
point,
time I talked, JG, the last time I talked to you, you talked about kicking a guy in the kidney, I do believe.
Yeah. Now, why are you bringing that up, Nubs? Are you trying to make me look bad?
What does that have to do with the conversation right now?
Here's where I'm.
What I'm saying, say what the fuck.
You are
get
not very
what you're getting
credible
at,
in your
man.
actions.
Be direct.
I have an alternate proposal.
All right, so you're upset that I stood up for myself and kicked somebody, right? That's ridiculous.
No, that has nothing to do with me. It shows the content of one's character in their actions.
Oh, OTW.
Yeah, Nubs, get over it, man. The guy drew first blood. I did what I had to do. All right, get over it.
Right.
Hold on, Hank. I can't hear what you're saying. What did you say, Hank?
Yes.
Like Nubs, you constantly draw first blood. You constantly say bullshit, right?
Man, could you hold your space for a second, JG? I want to hear what Hank has to say.
All right, yeah, I got you.
Nubs.
So how much will an officer snap's face reveal?
See, Hank had nothing to say about anything. I do want to say, what you got talking about
For what?
is
How much for
propaganda.
what?
Think about it. If you
face
use
reveal for
Google,
an officer
Fuck,
snap.
man.
How much?
Okay. How much for what?
An officer snaps face reveal.
An officer snaps face reveal. What the fuck is that?
Oh, Snafu Snaps turns on his camera.
We've already seen his hideous mug. Why would you want to see that again?
Yeah. Why would you want to pay to see his face?
Oh, I just want everyone to show what he looks like so they can reformulate their opinion.
No, it's okay. Everybody, I don't think you want to make the audience puke right now. I mean,
can I say what I was saying? Like real talk to you, OTW?
Yeah,
You
go
guys
ahead.
don't understand. The devices in our hands, you think that everyone's streaming shit here? You don't think that in Russia, Japan, China, or these other, even third world countries, phones and streaming is a thing. So when some of these genocide acts are happening, now a lot of our media is censored, but if you go to foreign media, okay, not mainstream, so to speak, not, hey, Google, is this what, not, that shit. But if you actually look at foreign media or like even through Twitter, like private citizens of the country streaming events, you're going to see the genocide. You're going to see it. But if you're focused and you're really like not paying attention, yeah, you're going to get the mainstream Google watered down version of what's happened in our world from the dawn of time.
Yeah,
So the things and the optics are out there. Now, the narrative of the optics, because we do know crisis actors and things like that exist, and they're pushing that even more and more. Same with the fake chemtrail bullshit more and more. But what I'm trying to tell you is the optics of what most, like you just said it yourself. You said, OTW, well, I don't know. I haven't really looked in, news. Well, even if you do look, you're probably not looking in the right sources to see the optics. These people are streaming the genocide, just like if you were to pull out your camera, if something were to happen in the streets,
Dude, there's no way, dude, Snafu, there's no way you can know if you don't have a personal relationship with the source. There's no fucking way.
Timmy, there's thousands of documents. We just saw fucking 70 fucking Christians in Africa get their throat slit and pushed in a fucking death pit because what? The optics are high right now. I just watched footage of that. You think I would play that? I would if I could without getting hit on YouTube. Oh, Gorba, yeah. No, you don't get it, Timmy. There are genocide. There are things happening. The transition of power around the world are happening right now.
That there's bad shit in the world. What the fuck are you talking about? I'm saying there's no way.
You ran away from America. Why are you even fucking talking about our government?
You don't know where the fuck I am,
blah,
you
blah. You're
fucking
not even
retard.
fucking talking. You ran away like a coward.
You don't know where the fuck I am.
Snaps out.
Fuck. How do you think? How do you know where I am? Are you a Fed? You tracking my
Okay,
device?
maybe you lied to everyone. Maybe
How do
you
you know where I
lied.
am?
Did you lie to everyone? I already thought you could have
When?
lied. Your Jewish fucking, your optics are
not
so
Jewish,
fucking
And
retarded.
I'm not a coward running away from anywhere. So
You
what are you
definitely
talking
cowered out.
Hey,
How?
Officer
Again,
Snaps, how do
we're
we
looping.
double
Nobody
check your
wants to hear this
sources?
silly
How do we?
bullshit.
You ran away, but you have everything to say about the place you ran away from.
I'm not
I
talking
wanna
about the
know
U.S.
about
at
the
all.
sources.
What are you talking about?
The
Officer
fact
Snaps,
is, though,
I want
today
to know
I'm just
more
telling
about
you
your
that there
sources.
is optics out there
What does that
more
have to
than
do with
just
the U.S.?
mainstream media. And
What
if
does
you
that have to
guys
do with the
actually
U.S.?
try and search it out, you will find. And that's what I'm saying. These
I
other
have
countries,
found.
Do you have a
they all
I'm
have
website?
cell phones.
aware.
So when this
You
shit is
can look at
happening, they are
different
busting
news
out their cell
sources.
phones
What's
just
the
like anyone
fucking
else would
point?
do.
What's the
To
brass
Timmy,
tacks?
you are
You
an
stupid fuck.
abandoner of United States.
Okay, let's
What is
take
the
a break.
brass? Okay, what's
Yeah.
the brass tacks? What does this come
So
down to? You guys,
He
hold
just
on, Hank.
doesn't know when to. Just,
I want to
Hold on,
know.
Hank. Hold on, Hank. Hold on, Hank.
Go ahead.
You guys can look up on the fucking internet all day about all your news sources. Oh, there's genocide here. I'm angry about this. Oh, I'm angry about 70 Christians getting murdered in Africa. Dude, there's war and genocide happening every day all over the place. What's next? What the fuck is anybody doing about it? Not a goddamn thing. Just
You're
talking
bitching and
about it.
crying like a triggered hoe that ran away from the States, and yet you
don't
got
do
everything
nothing
to bring to
about
the
it.
When is
table.
my
You should
turn?
talk about it. Great. That's
When
fucking
is my
fantastic.
Why are
What's
you
next?
getting so triggered when I said other people are recording genocide around the country? That's all I said.
Is it
I
my
said,
turn
if you
yet?
want to look at the mainstream media, you won't find, but if you look outside sources, why did you get so triggered that I mentioned that genocide is happening in the world as we speak? 2024, today's date, right now.
No,
All right,
no,
is it
you're
my
No,
turn
right
yet?
now. Some motherfuckers are probably getting beheaded
That's
because of their
true.
religion, because of their morals,
Okay,
their values,
you're
their faith,
angry about
or the
that. What do you
location they
do
live
with
in.
that? What do you do with
And
this
Cartels
we're
information?
sitting on a
through
fucking
all
panel
the way here
bitching
to
about it.
Arizona. Children are being tied to rape trees. People are getting their limbs
Right, the
dismembered
world's
because
a
they can't
horrible
keep
place,
up.
I guess.
But
Right?
yeah,
What do you do
let's
with this
forget about what's
information?
really
What do you
happening in the
do with
world.
this information? What do you do with it? Because all you do is just you look at horror and chaos every day, and that's your reality, and you just focus on that, and you want to bring that like to the forefront of everybody's minds for what? To prepare for war? What else? To prepare for war?
Timmy, if we
stop
took
it?
your hug a buddy, fuck a buddy fucking methods, people would be caught like a deer in headlights, you dumb fuck.
Ooh, who are these people being caught in headlights because they're living in an ignorance is
Do
bliss
you not
world?
see what's happening at the borders here? I live in a border state, you dumb
Dude.
fuck. Where do you live? Oh,
What are you
nowhere
gonna
near
do?
here. 'Cause
What are you
left.
doing about it?
You left. Nowhere
What are you
near
gonna do
America
about it?
because you
You don't know
left.
where I am. What are you gonna do about it?
I ain't doing shit, motherfucker. I could
I
if I
know.
wanted to. Timmy,
So-
you are a Jew with a big nose that
I'm not a
fucking
fucking
thinks
Jew.
we should
Stop
cupcake
your
it.
fucking
You
lying.
think we should
Piece of
cupcake it and then
shit.
get caught like deer with headlights when shit hits the
Stop
fan.
lying
You
on me,
dumb
you
fuck.
fucking loser. So
Where's my
OTW
turn?
again, like you're gonna let this piece of shit lie on me all day? That's fucking bullshit. Every fucking
When
day
is my
he
turn?
does this. He's fucking lying, and he does this about everybody, and everybody just tolerates it. Again. You guys fucking just let people just
Oh, I
speak
don't tolerate it.
and not back it up ever, and you let these fucking retards come around and hang out with you constantly.
Oh,
It's
I don't.
There's nothing
tolerate it.
wrong
I-
with
I
moving
use
out of
all the
America,
level
man.
points.
There's
I
nothing
use-
wrong with moving out of America. Timmy moved on. Good for him.
I got multiple locations.
Yeah,
And
I
it
don't
doesn't- and
tolerate
it's
it.
nobody's
I
business
use-
about where the fuck I am at any given time. And it
Okay.
doesn't. What the
I'm
fuck
gonna
difference
turn
does it make
my audio
where I physically am anyway? Again, for the 500th time, I'm not Jewish. I'm the
Okay,
fucking-
can you hear me now?
from this fucking
No.
this concept.
Okay.
And I never claimed that.
So
What are you
I don't
saying?
tolerate the retardedness. I use all the leverage I get. So what I want from Officer Snaps is to wait. What the hell happened? No, it's fine. What I want from Officer Snaps is a works cited page, so we can verify the sources ourselves.
I mean, I appreciate Snafu's energy and like his seeming intent to care about people in the world. And he's right about, yeah, you should look at other sources and look at individuals. What I find is like, I can't know what the footage I'm seeing, or like, if I don't have a personal relationship with the source, like I can't know if some Chinese WeChat fucking statement about, oh, people are getting sick. Like, is this just planted evidence? Like, how the fuck am I supposed to do anything with this information unless I have a direct source? Like, so
Exactly.
I don't know.
That was the point I was trying to make earlier.
Right. I mean,
Yeah.
but,
Same here.
But then also, and you can, you know, you can say, okay, it seems like this is true. Obviously, there's a lot of evidence that points to Jays in Israel doing a lot of horrifying shit. Okay, like if that's true, okay, next, what do I do with this? Do I boycott Israeli goods? Do I, you know, promote boycotting Israeli goods? Like, what is this? Do I close my bank account? And like, I don't know.
So, Timmy, I'm on the other side of the issue. What I would do is maybe take a trip to your local synagogue and just talk to the rabbis about it. Maybe they have a good justification, or maybe they don't like it, and maybe they'll give us direction.
What? I don't need direction from some rabbi. What are you talking about?
Yeah, why would you even go to a rabbi?
Because they have
that's a
connections to
credible
Israel.
source.
They have
That's a
connections to
credible
Israel.
source of rabbi.
No.
How about a
But
journalist?
If you have an issue with Israel, they probably know more people than I do. So,
All right, so colonization, genocide, moral exclusion, that's been happening for decades. That's knowledge. And what are we
Yes,
going
I
to do
agree.
with that?
And
We're
before
going to
that, it
know
was
that's
called
what's going
something
on.
else. I agree with you on that one, JG. But before that, it was called something else. Like if you look at
it's called
history as a
slavery.
broad, exactly. There, anytime that anybody has ever said, you know what, you do this work and I'll go sit down, that's when it started. All the way back to that. You go plow the field, I'll chill in the house, and you can pay for my fucking needs. And if you don't, then that's when it fucking started. It goes way, way back. Every fucking civilization has enslaved up to the turn of the century, to my knowledge. And then even still, it's still a very common practice. You know, and as far as the Christians getting their, as far as those Christians getting their throat slit and everything, is that a horrible thing? Of course. Is it horrible enough for me to go up to the fucking counter, buy a ticket to Africa, and go do something about it? Not at this point in my life.
Right. So what's like the tangible, like actionable thing like that anybody is gonna do with this information? That sounds extremely cold. But like, again, what am I supposed to do with this information?
well, what I could do is I could find a non-governmental organization and donate money for someone else to do something about it on my behalf.
Right. And then you know that when you do that, right, 90% of the money goes to like administration, and
85.
none of the victims like ever get
It depends on where you send the money to. And like the Free Software
and you
Foundation,
send it to an
only 10%
NGO.
is going to administration.
A lot of these NGOs are very pogo, P to the E to the D to the O, human trafficking.
Yeah, but not all of them.
Those guys
It's not
are
all of them.
like forefront of like the global horror is NGOs pretending to not be the government, like they're just like private, even worse because they have
Hold
no,
on. Whoa. Let me pause you here, sir. Are you saying that the Templar cross and like the American Red Cross is it really a Templar cross and that they're tied to the Knights Templar? Is that what you're trying to say, sir?
I don't know. I don't know for sure.
Interesting.
There's a lot of evidence that would point that way.
Yeah.
Okay,
but I don't know for sure,
me,
and I'm not going to say for sure.
But look, if I was a warlord, banking, guy, and HT, H to the U to the M to the A to the N, and then T, like if that was me, right? Well, yeah, just send in my guys that are masquerading as aid, as help, right? Yeah, we're sending in food, helping. Of course, that's the core of I think of the nonsense. At least the ones that are in the.
They used to give blankets. They used to give out blankets here in America. Yeah, it was great help. It helped somebody.
like tactically, pragmatically, like there's no, to me, like there's I'm beyond the point of like, oh, let me know all the horrifying shit in the world, because it's just extremely
Timmy, do you know what preparation is?
Every minute that's spent like searching about
Yeah,
something that's,
but we don't have to do the fear porn thing. There's stuff we
Timmy,
can do.
Timmy,
An NGO,
do
runs
you
like
not
another
think what
company.
happened
There's
in
things we
Venezuela?
can do to make their lives harder. We can make their jobs harder after we verify that what they're doing. So we could announce we can find the good ones.
Like to say, like.
Well,
Yeah, Timmy, I guess you don't want clarity on things. You know, I guess you don't want clarity. You don't want to be educated on certain things.
Me?
Clarity, schmarity.
How can you have clarity on like all?
Hank,
8
let me
billion
ask you
people's lives?
this.
I don't think it's possible.
Let me ask you this: if you've got two people, right? One of them smacks the other, and then they smack back, kind of like JG and I were talking about first blood, apparently. So giving the guy that's on the downside a gun is going to make his violence towards the aggressor. Like, I'm not saying that we shouldn't protect ourselves. Obviously, we should. Nevertheless, to support violence with more violence begets more violence, ultimately.
Yes, but what's my
Kind of
goal?
like a police officer doesn't come to create peace if he brings his fucking gun, right?
Yeah. So what I would do is based on my Kantian hypothetical imperative. What's in it for me? Do I need them both? Do I need one of them? Do I not need them both and they're annoying me? That's the context.
So it's personal. It's your personal desires and your personal preferences.
Yeah, I don't know. Yes, but I don't know.
So
what I
based
want.
off of your personal preference, somebody else should be harmed. I'm just like, I'm not trying to throw you under the bus.
Yeah,
or
somebody
nobody.
or nobody. I would need more information. Yeah, generally, I'm
right.
for safety rather than them not being harmed. But there may be a reason that we need to get rid of one or the other or both. So.
All right. I mean, I'm good with that. If that's how you feel, that's going to be your experience. So.
Yeah. So I would need more information before I can make a decision other than harm reduction.
Yo,
I don't get your
well, of course,
statement,
to be informed is to be wise.
Channel 3, how many kids do you have? How many men do you mentor? How many fucking things have you built? How many people have you led? How many lives have you fucking changed? I bet fucking none. See, every hour I don't spend on looking at shit that I can't change, I invest onto things that I can fucking change in my life, my community, my family. So that's how I get results. You want to call that Satanist living? Because I'm not staring at horror all day like you would probably in your hovel basement. With
No, you're just gonna be a deer in the caught with the headlights. It's kind of like you don't prepare yourself. You don't know what the optics of preparation are. You don't know what.
You can't be looking around at all times. If you're gonna fucking sail a boat from point A to point B, you point your boat in a direction. You don't point your boat in a different direction every 5 seconds. You're gonna fucking go in a circle like a dumbass and get nowhere and fucking drown.
Yes, but what exactly is Officer Snaps prepared for? What is he prepared for? What are you prepared for, Snafu?
A lot more than you motherfuckers obviously are. I mean, it's really pathetically sad, especially in the state that the world is in right now. OTW keeps backstaging me, but really, y'all know I'm telling the truth.
You can't hold a conversation, dude. I'm just fed up of you interrupting everybody all the time. And I'm putting you backstage because today I've decided that I want to control the conversation because seemingly you can't hold your space. You can't just fucking wait there till finish, let people finish talking and then, give your perspective. No, you have to fucking interrupt, overspeak. It's just like, I'm fed up of that. I like for these conversations, even if they go south, that they stay constructive. So people can understand what other people are saying and actually make their own fucking discernment, make their own conclusions or whatever the fuck they wanted, but nobody can understand anybody when you're just talking over each other. That's it. It's fucking simple, Snafu, and you're the only one who does that, man. So yeah, you're the one who gets backstage.
Let the record show that Officer Snafu Snaps is not prepared to hold an adult conversation.
He can't change. Snafu's never gonna change, man.
Remember that. When all you guys want to have your conversations now on the metaverse, but when shit hits the fan, I'll have a blocking button just as much as you, and we're gonna see real world shit. Just remember that. You guys.
What are you prepared for? You can't give me a straight answer.
You better be better to
What
press
are you
your
prepared
buttons.
for
And they're gonna be
specifically?
pressing their buttons too.
I mean, do you even
This
have
is
backup
something
to your
to think
computer?
about. Timmy don't think about that
You
because
have
he's not
computer
prepared.
is a computer backed up,
Hank,
Officer Snaps?
you're doing exactly what I resent fucking Snafu for. Now, he had the floor. He was speaking. Give him his space. Let him speak, and he'll shut up. And if he can't hold his space, I'll kick him off. But Hank, don't do what he does, man.
So Snafu, you're talking about Venezuela. What were you saying?
Yeah, the fact is if it's like the game, it's like, how can you not watch optics from, okay, so we look at Canada. Let's use Canada since OTW's there. The journalists first started getting arrested in Australia and Canada, big time. The misgender pronunciation, has that hit the mainland? It's starting to. The same with these cartels. Well, what happened with Venezuela, the richest country in the world? What happened? The failure. The motherfucking citizens were going to the zoo, killing animals for food, killing their domestic animals, eating each other. Again, Americans are so naive of the optics of other stuff around the world to what we experience and live. And then because of the transition of powers and the huge optics in play right now, for Timmy to say, well, let's just not pay attention to all that shit, whether it's bad in his eyes or whatever, like that's just so.
I didn't say that.
Optics.
Yeah, but that's not, yeah, well, hold on a second now. Let me intervene here. Yeah, that's the point, because Timmy's not saying like don't be aware of these things. That's not the point. He's just saying that he's more inclined to focus on bettering his life and to, you know, for him to profit of that and other people around him in his life, in his personal life, or in his professional life. You get that? So it's more important for him to focus on things that will benefit him and others than to focus on fear porn and other things that are happening in the world that don't necessarily concern him or his professional life at the moment.
Well, you don't need to.
Okay,
Speak for me,
I'm
like,
not saying it won't affect him later on.
I know, I appreciate, but yes, I mean, to an extent, my point is not Snafu not to not focus on it at all. I just think the folks in the quote unquote truth community, like truth adjacent, whatever you want to call it, they are way over proportionally looking externally at all the shit going wrong. And they like their own lives are in tatters. Their own lives are shattered. And they want to point to external factors that have like got them to where they are. And I used to be like that. I'm not saying like Channel 3 is saying I have tons of friends like you, go along to get along type. Dude, I've been awakened since 2006. And I know every conspiracy theory. I've read. I've spent 50,000 hours researching. Like it got me nowhere when all I did was externally focus on shit that I couldn't directly control. And as soon as I said, you know what, I can't live the rest of my life like this, and I'm going to directly impact what I can around me, and I'm going to build community, build relationships, build businesses, build a family, and go from there. Because to me, there's no other solution. Like I'm not just gonna be a part of some big group that goes after, you know, some clown, you know, crown clown corp and you know what, instigate some global war. Like I ain't got that kind of time. I don't know.
That's dope. Very good. Very good.
Oh, hello, sir.
Hank has a question for Snafu. Like Hank wants to know, Snafu, what are you trying to get people to prepare for?
Dude, if you see the ignorant turning the cheek, so most of these people still are, they're still taking the fucking jabba wabba. And you're sitting here telling me what do these people need to be prepared for?
Answer the question.
Come on.
And to your Venezuela point, do you see how they survive? Dude, they survive based on what I am saying. They survive like purely from their social capital, from their not social networks like the internet, their networks. Like the only way you can survive if you live in Venezuela right now is if you have networked people that are sending money back and crypto back. So like that's
Exactly.
what I'm saying.
And that's the point. You don't think that can happen here in the mainland? Like that's what I'm getting at.
What are you? You're fucking putting words into my head, you dumbass. I never said that.
I asked you, you dumbass. I said you don't think. That was a question.
When did I
you
say
dumbass?
You said it as a statement.
Well, your optics show us exactly what you're about, really.
Officer Snaps, I don't know what I'm preparing for.
I do think it's possible, Snafu.
Hey, don't worry, you're a gay fucking witch. There's plans for you in the satanic New World Order agenda world for you. You're a gay black witch. The black community will need gay black witches, so you're okay. The New World Order has plans for you, sir.
That was dope. I like that.
Do da 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 ba ba ba. That's all I got.
Why don't they tell me what the plans are?
Okay, so who the hell is ETT?
Yes, Snafu. Obviously, it possibly can happen.
Extraterrestrial transvestite
probably will happen, right? But like again, you conglomerating like it's to be a definite.
Oh, that's end times teacher probably. He's right.
Why are you interrupting me to say nothing, Pineal?
I'm sorry, brother.
Yeah, let's start clearing the tards out. OTW. It's just they can't handle it. Can't handle these.
You have been warned. You have been warned.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Timmy. I apologize.
Accept it. I'm just saying, Snafu. Yeah, it's possible, but like I don't like to look at the U.S. or as a giant thing that in 1 year or 2 years or next month everybody's going to be faced with the same insanity. So I think what I'm saying is like the most pragmatic, most like not pie in the sky, pragmatic, practical way. Now he goes in vacuum. It's like you haven't done that like 73 times, Pineal. You fucking dumbass.
Timmy, you're in a loop,
so,
Tim.
Yeah, it's a loop. But yes, so I'm saying this is the practical thing to do to quote unquote be ready is to not waste time looking at what's happening to some civil war and to acquire physical and networked resources in my community because of what is coming. So I don't see how we're not even saying different things.
All right, let's welcome ETT to the stream. What's up, ETT?
Hey, how you guys doing? I saw you wanted me to show my face, but I got no shirt on here, so I spared you all having to see that. So I didn't get to hear anything you guys were talking about. I just saw you guys were live, so I decided to click the link to join in on the conversation. I don't know if I've been here before or not because I'm subscribed to quite a lot of channels that do streams. But how's everybody doing?
Doing good, sir. How about you?
I'm surviving. Could be better, but you gotta take every day as it comes. That's how I look at it.
I just want to note something real quick. Does
talking to me
Snaps have better connections to the NWO than I do, since he seems to know their plans for me better than I do? I'm just confused.
Hank, you're rather quickly becoming an agent of chaos. Like everywhere you go lately, you're constantly purposely engaging people who you know are going to be combative. Like I'm watching what you're doing lately.
Thank you.
I appreciate it sometimes, but we've moved into a new energy lately. You just keep wanting to do it. You keep wanting to engage the warthog creature, knowing what he's going to do.
Yeah, thank you for noticing. You're a very observant man.
Right, but it doesn't lead anywhere. That's the thing.
You tried this already. Oh, okay. I didn't know you tried this already.
Yo, what's the subject you guys are going on about?
Mental illness, emotional illness,
Looping.
retardation.
Looping.
That pretty much sums it up.
Pretty much sums it up. Yeah.
I'll ask you a question, Mr. ETT.
Go
Are
ahead.
you Jabba Wabda?
The who?
Did you take the Jabba Wabba? Do you believe in the
You're
the
talking
optics
about
of what's going on in the world?
I call it the roosters, right? The roosters or
Right.
yeah.
Did you take it? Do you believe in it?
No.
Oh, okay. That's a good thing.
Yeah, that's definitely a good thing. Did
You passed the first
did you
snaps
know,
test.
wait, real quick, did you know that there's people online who say that the Yab was actually Job chapter 9 verse 24, which by the way it's not, but did you ever hear about that?
No, please expound.
Yeah, Job chapter 9 verse 24, I'm nearly paraphrasing, but it says he covers the faces of the judges thereof, if not, where and who is he? And there was a guy going around, called himself the Minor Shareg, a right Bible teacher, and he was saying, well, this 9:24 verse, this is talking about this whole 2020 thing when they made everybody put a face mask on. It says, see, he covers the faces of the judges thereof. So that shows that's a prophecy about them putting masks on everybody's face. That's what he was going around saying about that, which by the way, that's not what the verse means. But I don't think you guys ever heard that there were people going around who claimed that was in the Bible.
No. Well, not from my end.
So
Now,
I guess
here's a fun fact. Go ahead.
sorry. I was gonna say, so do you consider yourself a Christian or religious or spiritual, or what's your if you got scripture, which is I get it.
Yeah, technically I would be a Christian because I do believe on who people call Jesus. So technically I would be a Christian by definition. Now, what I was going to say.
Sucks.
That sucks. What's that? Well, what do you mean? You care to elaborate on that statement, or are you just going to say that?
You can't please everyone here, man. You can't please everyone. That's really what it boils down to.
Nubs is watching out for you, man.
Nubs loves
You're doing great. I'll put it this way: you're doing great on the officer snaps test, but the JG test, you're kind of subpar, man. I'm just letting you know.
Well, here's something that you guys probably
And Daddy
didn't
hasn't
know.
even kicked in.
Did you guys know that the whole thing in 2020 was in the card game? It's called the Illuminati card game. You guys know about that?
Yeah, I've heard from it from the what's it called, Leak Project with what's his name there,
Alex Jones or something?
It's just
No,
a
no.
subliminal
No,
messaging
not
that's
Alex
in your
Jones.
face with Hollywood
But,
elites.
yeah,
I
I
mean,
know.
it's just another form of the
His
card
name is
game.
Rex.
Just,
Pineal absolutely knows
I'm
what you're
saying,
talking about.
have any of you seen the
Yeah.
actual card that I'm talking about? Because again, there's like 600 cards. Did you see the one called, which I don't think I can even use?
No, well, I haven't. I'm not aware of the
But
card
I'm
game
saying,
at
literally,
all.
I can't say the name.
Hey,
of it.
OTW.
I don't
Yeah,
want
what?
I don't want
Can you
the
get to the
stream
part where you ask him what he's doing different?
I was waiting for that.
see, I
could
knew
always-
Daddy would tag in sooner or later.
I didn't want to interrupt him.
Let me ask you this, sir. I have 3 questions to ask you. Do you think we should all come together and spread information and like really pound the pavement together? Is that
Are you asking me the question, or are you
Yes.
talking to somebody else? Okay, so your
do
question
you
was,
think that we should spread awareness about these things and really come together as men?
It's dope. I like that.
Well, of course, everybody that's in the know should come together and spread
Hmm.
awareness about
Yeah.
what's happening.
What about pound the
Okay.
pavement? Do we need to pound the pavement?
No, you're terrible.
I don't know what you're alluding to. Go to.
Well, what I'm alluding to, sir, if you paid attention to the line of questioning, is men coming together and pounding
and spreading.
no.
So now
And
you're
spreading.
making it into some type of gay joke.
What?
It's not a joke, sir. That's what actually happens at those rallies. You pound the pavement and you come together and you spread information.
Lives are
Is
at
it
stake.
not?
Stop
If you
it.
want to take it to a
Sure.
homosexual connotation, that is on you, sir. That is a you thing.
I think you deliberately word it in that way to try to make it sound like that. I mean, clearly that's what
He's
you
on to you,
Now,
Nubs.
do
The cupcake optics are going to be
do
coming
you
in
have a
play.
real question, or are you just trying to make yourself look like a jackass?
No,
I'm
Nubs
actually
is
asking if that's
broadcast
what
poison.
you believe. I am actually asking if that is what you believe, because if that is what you believe, I would say that is going to be your experience. That is a you thing, sir.
But you literally realize that you're being dishonest because you
I'm not being
then
dishonest,
reveal
sir.
that it's some type of joke. But at first you ask a question
When
saying,
am
"Can
I?
men come together and give out
When I
information?"
heard
Yeah,
obscene
anybody can give
gestures,
out information.
that is when I started smiling because I heard Mr. Paul up there having a heyday with it, and that is what made me laugh. In fact, so my question is not disingenuous.
All
I'm
right,
not
Notes,
coming
come
at
on,
it. I'm
man.
asking.
Yeah,
I'm
does
asking
somebody
you
have
if
any
you
type
are
of
about
real
your
question?
business.
Because this guy is just making himself.
All right,
He's
he
the clown.
passed the
This
nubs
guy's the
test,
clown.
guys.
Hey, you know what?
It's good
Usually I
now.
would get on you for cupcaking, but Hank,
I
I just see
never.
I see some Hank optics.
Your
You're
tart
saying you
energy is
didn't
high,
trust
OTW.
Pfizer,
High tart
so you
energy.
must have trust Moderna. So is
Oh
Hank
yeah.
jabbed? Is Hank
I said
jabbed
yes,
and not
J and
telling
J.
us?
We're reaching the
So
tart
you
limit.
trust Pfizer, but you
I
must have
said yes
trust
on
Moderna,
bullshit.
huh?
It's
I said,
That's
overheating.
very
Jabbed,
dope.
Hank?
I don't like this.
Hard limit.
I had to
Eating.
pick my own thing. By my calculations, that was the least
We're
effective
reaching the
one, which is
limit.
the best one to get a real card, so I can
So
go
you're admitting you're
infiltrate
jabbed,
the OTO
but
and the
not by
UU.
Pfizer. Wow.
But coming
I
from the
said
guy
J and
that
J.
pays attention so
Listen,
much
I said
snaps, he
Johnson
said he
and
was
Johnson.
jabbed.
You're not even listening.
Asylum optics.
So, what the hell
You're not even
happened?
listening. I don't even know why you're talking, but if you're not going to listen.
Who are you talking to?
Okay, Timmy.
Well, he's screaming Pfizer. I told him I got J and J. He's not listening.
Is that another company that's giving out these jabs?
There was three companies initially. I think there's more now, but no one cares because the thing is gone. No one cares about it anymore.
Hold on. Wait. Well, it's not gone. It's still around. It's just not mainstream front of the news. Just like the Ukraine thing, it's still happening, but it's not on the front of the newspaper like it was when.
Hey, ETT, you say you're Christian. This guy's a black gay witch. What do you think about that? Like, admittedly.
I mean, hey, if that's what he wants to do, hey, the scriptures say, "Let the wicked be wicked, let the righteous be righteous." If that's what he wants to do, then that's his choice.
That was dope. I like that.
Oh yeah.
Now, if you were to ask me, I'd say, hey, I tell him to repent from living that lifestyle. But hey, at the end of the day, he can choose what he wants for himself. It's his own choice.
Yes, I started a Christian, but it just wasn't working for me, and a lot of people were mean to me from childhood. So I just had to go the other way just to get some of the power back. I didn't want to live like a slave.
Hey, were you bullied a lot growing up, man? Were you bullied a lot? Like, did people try to emasculate you constantly, Hank?
Yes.
Okay, and it worked.
Yes.
All right.
I love your honesty, Hank. I mean,
Yeah, no bullshit. No Pat bullshit.
But
No Nuts bullshit.
You got to be fair though. A black witch. I don't think I've a gay black witch. I don't think I've ever seen that anywhere before. So this is.
I know it's a new one, but we got Granny Karens, all kinds of shit up in these communities.
Oh yeah, I mean, look, I have a list. Wait, wait. I have a list here. I'll show them. I have a list of metaversal strangeness. We have Slow State. Here's a picture. This is
I don't know who that is.
And then we have also well, it's because obviously Paul
no idea who that is.
Oh,
this is the cartoon like Pixar thing. It's called Nut Job, I believe.
Strange.
And this creature here is I think it's called a pagasseur in French. I don't know what it's called in English. I can't remember.
Slow Loris.
Very, very slow. It takes like a very long time to speak. So I can give you an example of how it speaks. It's like more like a hi. How are you? It's like how fast this personality here speaks. So that's why when you said Slow State,
him giggling and
kind of
laughing about
inspired
touching
me.
children too.
I reminded me of this movie, and I have a daughter, and this is why I'm aware of this movie because kids love this shit, and yeah. So then we got Bentard, Metaslave Bentard.
Not sure who that is.
Fuck you, partner. I'm sorry, partner.
We got him. And then we have...
I got
Doesn't
that
ring a bell.
character in Call of Duty.
Here's another picture of Snafu Snaps.
Oh, that's racist.
That's offensive to the monkey.
Are you trying to be racist there?
Or monkey.
You could have
Yes,
put like
absolutely.
with a dot on his head or some shit.
Pat, do you hate
Let's not be
disrespectful
racist.
monkeys?
Who the fuck are we talking about? Who are these people? Are they like
No, I
Hollywood
hate
actors?
disrespectful aliens. That's what I hate.
Right.
That's
Can
Tommy.
I ask a question, Hank? Are you gonna get the round 2 that's coming up here now? Since you already got the
No.
first round.
I got my card already. I don't need any more rounds.
Oh man.
All I need is the card.
Does anybody actually have like a real topic or question, or is
Round
everybody?
2, round
That's
3,
a
round
real
4.
Are you a
No,
fan
I'm
of
pretty much
Prince's
just going to
music?
do this for the next 2 hours.
Chaos Hour. It's just like it's gonna be like this for the next probably hour. So you know, like,
ETT, snapbacks or new errors? Flat brims or curved brims? Shoot.
All randomly pick the last one you said.
hey ETT, if ever you want to go see something with actual information and some real continuity where you can get some depth and knowledge.
Yeah, don't even send them over to my area.
Go
Don't
to the
even do it.
rabbi, ETT.
Don't miss
Go to the
proper
rabbi.
instruction motivates people, which is going to be on next.
Whatever, it's not even that great.
Rabbi Unslaved.
Daddy, you're very calm today.
Paul's jerking off.
You know, it's yeah. You know, it's just hanging out.
Well, this is some interesting panel. Do you guys
Oh.
usually get Christians on your panel, or is this the first?
Usually fake ass Christians who like proclaim that
Well,
Jesus is going to save everybody from themselves.
Fortunately for you, it's your lucky day because you actually have a true Christian, not some type of imposter on the screen this time. Might be your.
How do we know that?
All right. Oh, wait. Now you've piqued my curiosity. And what is your definition of a true Christian?
Relationship with Jesus.
It's very simple. The Bible clearly said. I'll give you 2 scriptures on it, and this completely cuts most Christians that say they're Christians. Say for instance, 1 John chapter 2 verse 3 says, if they claim to believe and they don't keep his commandments, then they're a liar and the truth isn't in them. Another one, 1 John chapter 5 verse 3. He that says the way we love God is by keeping his commandments. So a real Christian, they show their faith towards God by living by his commandments. That's
So
what
the
makes
Greeks
them-
got you, man. The Greeks got your mind.
How the hell do they got your mind if the churches teach?
Dude, your mind controlled. They got you, man.
Validate that for me, because every time, because let me tell you a little something, my friend. I was
Do you
raised.
say
We're not
amen at
friends,
the end of
man.
your prayers?
I was all right. Well, Satanist. Let me tell you something. I was
Not a
raised
Satanist.
in a Christian church. Okay, well, atheist. Let me tell you something.
Oh,
I was
what do you
raised-
got next? See, this is what Christians do. Fuck you, you Christian fucking fruitcake. Hey, you're bringing the Italian out of me, you fucking pussy.
Well, anyway, you know, the average Christian church, they teach that Christ did away with the law and you don't have to acknowledge it. That's what, like, 95% of the churches I've been to in my life, that's what they teach. I've never been to one where they uplift keeping the laws and the statutes of the Old Testament in the Bible. Like, I've never been to a church that teaches to live by those standards. All they teach is, well, all you got to do is believe in Jesus and, you know, be a good, kind to other people, you know, and then that will get you to heaven. That's like what 95% of them teach.
Very good, very good. That was dope. I like that.
Wait, I can't get to heaven that way.
Hey, ETT, do you say amen?
Hold on.
Do you say amen at the end of your prayers and things like that? Amen. Amen.
You can say it if you choose to.
Huh?
You have an option to say it if you want to. Yes.
Well, do you know that's a deity? You know, amen. So do you understand
Amen,
the story
Rob.
of Moses was
There-
actually
there-
in the Egyptian religion as well?
That
You know, little
doesn't
baby
mean
traveling down the Nile. a resurrection, a man who raised 3 days is also an Egyptian religion. You know, I'm religious. I'm spiritual.
I can understand
I don't.
there's similar things to it, sure, but that doesn't mean it's the exact same thing, even though it's similar.
Why are you sure? What
Why am I
about the
sure?
books that are missing, like the books that are missing, so to speak?
Well, I believe in some, and again, you're jumping the gun because I consider some of the missing books to be actually part of the Bible. So again, you're jumping the gun.
Well, no, I'm just saying, do you not think that they could deceive the great deception, religion itself, faith itself? Do you not think that that's one of the biggest attacks, propaganda games in the world? I'm faithful. I believe in a God. I believe in Jesus. But I also know that the things they tell us are probably most of it bullshit, or the things they've let us see. I think Proverbs 3:5, if you use your scripture, trust in the Lord with all your heart, not in your own understanding. That's one of my go-tos on the situation.
Now I'm a little confused. Because now you're bashing on the Bible, but then you just said you do have faith.
Oh yeah,
in
the
Jesus.
Bible's trashy as fuck. It's
how
Mandela
do you
effect. It's the New World Order.
Let me understand this real
Bible.
quick. Let me understand.
One tart at a time, please. One tart at a time.
Hey, Pat, I'm out here. I got to get chemo treatment.
So you don't believe on the Bible, so it's trash, but then you have faith on Jesus, which is in the Bible. Could you just explain that to me real quick?
JG, you're corny, bro. All right, and you're frozen as well.
Did that cat leave?
Wait, ATT. Let's reduce the complexity. Imagine I'm 5 years old. Why? How do you know that this book called the Old Testament is the Word of God?
Well, it's very simple because some of the stories in the Old Testament, there's archaeological evidence that we found to support that these events actually took place, such as, let me give you an example. With the Exodus story, when the Israelites crossed the sea and it split, there's actually evidence that supports this story. Say, for example, at the Nuweiba beach, if you scuba dive into the Red Sea there's ancient wreckage remains of ancient Egyptian chariot wheels down in the sea. And if you go over to Saudi Arabia, which is just over the sea, there is a mountain region there, and the top of the mountain is burned. Have they went to these places? I'll answer that. I myself have not been there.
Just because the story is archaeologically
one tart at a time, please. One tart at a time.
Can I please finish? You asked me, have I been there? I answered and said I have not been there. However, I saw hundreds of different people who have been there and saw the photos and the videos they've taken of these areas. So that's my evidence to support it.
ETT, why would there be a God that only speaks to some of his creations and not any of the other ones? And then thousands of years will pass and God wants everyone to only listen to the few people he talked to thousands of years ago. Why would God do that? Why wouldn't God just speak to each man and woman directly through the heart?
Can I answer that? Well, it's very simple. For one, you have a misconception because the God of the Bible, he doesn't love everybody. That's a misconception that's not in the Bible. God has a chosen group of people that he has chosen among all.
See, this is where no. I'm sorry, ETT.
I can easily
come on, man.
I can easily
if I may too, real quick, ETT, you don't even know the Bible changes through the Mandela effect, which has made it a blasphemy.
Ironically enough, I literally had a 4-hour debate on that topic, so you can stand corrected.
Do you follow the Noahide laws?
No. How many books are in the Bible?
You like the Talmud?
How many books are in the Bible?
Depends on which Bible.
Oh,
just for argument's sake, let's just say there's 66 books, okay?
I'd say there's 80 books, but I suppose it's going to take us down another rabbit hole, so I'll just forget I asked a question. So, anybody else got anything?
You seem very...
you a Noahide.
I follow the laws in the Old Testament to the best of my ability.
So therefore, that makes you a Noahide. Because if you were a Christian, Jesus said that he came only with one law.
Where does it say that at? Book, chapter, verse.
Well, I may not know all the exactly
Yeah,
where it comes
see,
from, but I
you
know the
let me
understanding
let
of
me
it.
tell you
Two
something.
And
commandments.
the
I've
understanding,
read the entire Bible multiple times.
you
There's
weren't
no
letting me
verse where he
finish.
says that there's. Go ahead.
My understanding of what Jesus came with is an agent. Whether he was real or not, I don't know. But his law that he came with was to be responsible for yourself, to do unto others as you would have done to yourself. That's the only law you need. All other laws fall under that. It covers them all.
Here's the knockout to what you're saying. For one, I want to say that I've read the Bible cover to cover multiple times. I've never saw one verse where he says, "I only came to bring one law." Now here's the knockout.
I don't know how to read,
let me
so
finish.
you got me there.
You just complained about me talking over you. Let me finish, please. If you go to Matthew chapter 5, start at verse 17 to 19, red letter. Think not that I came to do away with the law, I came to fulfill. Anybody who teaches men to break the very least in the law, that man will be very least in the kingdom. But he that teaches men to keep the law, he's going to be great in the kingdom of heaven. Could you respond to that, please? Why did Jesus say that if he didn't come to tell us to live by those laws? Because he clearly told us there to live by those laws.
Do you live by the statutes, policies, and codes put forth by the United States Corporation?
I'll answer the question, but can we have the decency to allow him to answer what I asked him first? I mean, that's only fair, right?
Are you asking me?
Yeah.
Listen, I don't know how to read, so I haven't read the Bible. I only go by what's in my heart, because isn't that what your Jesus? Doesn't your Jesus?
You go by swine grease, Lou? That's a weird guide.
Speak to you directly and write on your heart. Isn't that what Jesus is supposed to do?
You're wrong. That's in the new covenant. Okay. I don't believe we're in the new covenant today. So yes, that would apply in the new covenant.
So you are
not under that. Well, again, I wouldn't use that term.
You're not chosen. Are you chosen?
I would say I hope so, but you can't go around and say that you're chosen, because who the hell knows who God has and hasn't
carry the
chosen
right
in
bloodlines. Only the right
entirely
bloodlines are
different
chosen.
canon. That's an entirely different conversation.
Well, that's my understanding. A guy
All
that
right,
can't read.
you're already disqualified because you said you never read any of the Bible.
But I can't read. So do you judge me for that?
So why the hell can you not listen to a audiobook version?
Because I listen to my heart. That's where Jesus came.
So I just cut you to shreds there. So you can't read. So why the hell don't you just listen to somebody read it to you?
Yeah, no, that's the thing. You think that's the thing. Please, Lou, allow me. You think you cut him to shreds because you presuppose that one would have to listen to an audiobook to understand life with firsthand experience. It's a violation of a law of logic. Why would I need a book in order to understand a creation that I'm part of?
If you were paying attention, you would have literally seen we're having a conversation about the Bible. He told me he never read the Bible. So then I asked, well, how the hell can you?
I was paying attention, sir, with the passive aggressive tone of authority. I was paying absolute attention.
So how the hell
I've changed the conversation. If you were paying attention and didn't notice how subtle it was from.
Well, let me and you go at it for a minute. So what do you have to bring to the table?
There's no going at it.
All right, so you got no argument for nothing.
I already asked you the question. Are you going to answer it or tiptoe around it?
Rephrase the question.
Why would I need a book if I was born in the middle of the forest to understand God and a creation that I'm one with and part of?
Right.
Well, you're not one and part of, because for one, there's many different beliefs in what a God is. So just going by your heart, that wouldn't be able to lead you in the right path. In fact, the Bible says the heart is deceitful above all things.
Again, you're looping in your logic back to the Bible to substantiate why you read the Bible. It's like saying I go to the back of Snoop Dogg's album cover and he says he's the best remixer ever. So you can't appeal to the book itself for why you do what you do without the book.
If you were paying,
it doesn't make any sense.
Like 10 minutes ago.
So the Bible says that the heart is evil, so therefore the heart is evil, and that's why we need the Bible to avoid being deceived by our heart. And again, I'm not the one contending that the heart is where everything begins and ends necessarily. There has to be a discernment. As I've said many times, feelers are regularly incorrect.
Okay, I gave examples like 10 minutes ago of evidence to support that the Bible.
The point is, you can't use objective logic without referring to your book. It shows that you're not able to think for yourself.
Not able to think for myself. I certainly am able.
If I ask you anything about why you believe what you believe, you're going to tell me some king from 2,000 years ago wrote a story and gave it to you.
Again, it depends on the topic. If you ask me something
Did Jesus and everybody following him needed a book, or did he preach from his spirit and his discernment?
Well, again, if you go to
here's where we do the thing where Jesus is a special unicorn creature and he's like the only God, right?
That's not what I'm saying. If you go to, I believe it's Luke chapter 4, verse 16.
Oh my God.
Christ goes in the temple and he opens the book of Isaiah and reads out of it. So, yeah, Christ did read out of the Old Testament. Look that up for yourself. Luke chapter
You're missing
4,
the point, sir. You're missing the
How
point.
do you
of the
know
question.
that happened? How do you know that? Factually, do you believe?
He doesn't know it. He already said he's a believer. There's a difference between a knower and a believer.
So let me ask you a question. So you believe?
Can we just take this one person at a time? I just sat here for a motherfucking hour and didn't say nothing and watched a bunch of tards go in circles like always.
I mean, well, shit, I just gave you an opportunity to add something to the conversation. You literally said you don't have anything to add to it. So what are you complaining about?
So you're deflecting now?
No,
We just can't get it done. Okay, I'll see you guys later, right? You handle this tard and you tard around and go in circles. We don't want clarity on any of these panels.
Conversation. I'm giving you a chance to have a conversation. If you don't want to do that, then you don't.
We can't have a conversation, sir, because there's 8 other tards in the room who can't shut their mouth up or control their inner space. That's like regular.
Statute and code. Do you follow policy, statute, and code? Do you have a driver's license? Do you pay taxes?
That's one of the questions he didn't answer. There was a couple, but that's only one.
Okay,
I know. That's why I'm re-asking the question.
Okay. Do understand that
it's a simple yes or no, sir.
I am going to answer your question, but do understand that there are literally multiple people.
Just answer the
talking,
question,
so
yes or no. It's very simple.
Yes, I do. Now, if you're paying attention, there's multiple people talking. So if I skip a question, it's not that I'm trying to. I'm trying to talk over everybody else. You get what I'm saying?
Trying is preparing for failure through lack of preparation, sir.
All right, so give me your best shot. Let's see if you can, if you have anything. You can make a fool of yourself.
You follow statute, policy, and code.
I just
how can a house divided?
He answered you. He said no.
He just said yes, he does.
I said
he
yes.
follows them. Yes.
Now, what does that prove?
Yes, my question then is, if we're going back to the Bible as you like to do, how can a man follow 2 masters? Won't he hate one and love the other?
And
how do you follow 2 masters?
Once again, this is what you don't know.
Tell me what I don't understand, sir.
Okay. I'm not sitting here telling people they have to live by the law of the land. I'm not saying. In fact, I teach the Bible says you don't have to live by the law of the land.
No.
But you asked me,
you're following a statute, policy, and code, not a law of the land.
What will happen?
Let me make that clear.
What would happen? What would happen if I don't pay taxes? Explain that.
You would fold like a coward, most likely.
No,
somebody with a gun would come and tell you what to do.
So now
happily oblige.
But isn't that
render
what your
unto Caesar's what is Caesar's, right?
But wouldn't your sorry ass do that too? I mean seriously, are you a exception to that?
Would my sorry ass do that? Interesting. No, my sorry ass does that on a normal basis. I don't need to pay unto Caesar what is Caesar's.
So you do the same thing you accuse me of doing, right? Hypocrite.
No, I do not pay taxes, sir. Other than taxes you can't avoid.
Oh, so you do pay certain
I do not need to. Taxes are for citizen slaves, sir.
You just said that you do pay
Are you
certain
a slave?
Taxes. Well,
of course you have to pay for gas tax and taxes that are included into a system. However, I am looking into the ways to remedy that situation.
No, you don't. Stop saying shit that's not true. There's plenty of folks out there who have the proper status and the proper passport, and they don't pay any sales tax because they're not required to.
And that's what I'm looking into.
So maybe we should all just stop speaking on shit that we don't have firsthand knowledge with. Stop believing. Stop speaking on shit you believe. Stop speaking on your feelers. It's fucking meaningless. Because all you're doing is muddying the waters and undoing what the rest of us have been putting our whole fucking life into trying to do.
Wait, weren't you just the guy that just left the stream a couple of minutes ago? Or was that somebody else? Because somebody dropped.
Yeah, no, that was me, sir. You're very astute.
So wait, so you came back again after you left?
No, I went to the back area because I've been finding lately myself more and more frustrated with whatever this is.
Well, why the hell would you go to the back? You know, you could literally hear us having a conversation if you went to the back. You could have just put yourself on mute, and it would be basically the exact same, right? But anyway, enough with that. Does anybody else have anything?
Why is it that you keep deflecting off of whatever we're talking about and trying to give other people advice here? This is why nobody likes Christians. Fake ass Christians, by the way.
Well, for one, there's nothing new that
you're not intelligent. You're not a bright man. You're not an interesting man. You're not a good conversationalist. You're not objectively logical, ethical, and moral. You have little to no understanding. You're yapping again over me.
But you did.
You have little. You're yapping over me.
You did it to me though.
He's the co-host.
I didn't wait for you to stop speaking just then.
Beforehand you did.
Are you gonna fucking act like a grown person and talk in the now, as the Talcadian one says? Are we gonna have a back and forth, as you say?
I'll sit here.
Or are you gonna act like a fucking bitch and a child?
I'll sit here and be quiet as long as you want. You can tell me when I can speak. Go ahead.
Right. Do you think it's a coincidence that you found yourself here today?
Well, actually, I found this channel by looking up a couple words and then putting in the live button. So I scrolled through and found this stream. So I decided to hop on because I already
couple words like open panel, maybe.
Actually, that's right on the money. That is what.
Of course it is, because you're all the same person, and you had a message that you had to just come here today and reveal to all of us, didn't you?
Actually, no. I actually came just to have a conversation.
Right. And when a Christian has a conversation, it's always talking down to everyone else because they have all the information they got from their silly little book, and no one else has that.
But haven't you guys talked down on me since I came in here first, actually?
Well, actually, I don't believe it's
Is that
talking down on you. It's
is
pretty
it
much more or less
possible
getting
for me to
know
just have a back and forth with him ever? Is it ever possible to have a back and forth one at a time?
I mean,
what
I
is
just,
this?
I just told you we could do that. You're the one that's crying about it and doesn't want to do it.
I'm just saying in general, it just can't be done. We've seen for a year and a half. You can't go more than 10 seconds with one person going back and forth before everyone else starts jumping in and chiming in like a zoo. It's ridiculous.
That's a fair
and we
point.
never get anywhere with anyone.
That's a fair point. I can agree with you on that. I've noticed that too over the years, so I could agree with you on that. So anyway, does anybody
If you have the truth, what's the point of having conversations with other people who don't?
Because it sparks up a conversation. Is that not why you guys do these panels, to have conversations with people?
Again, you keep presuming that everybody is the same person. You presume we all have the same motive and intention here? Or
everybody's the same person.
why do you keep bringing everyone into it? I'm talking to you directly.
I'm literally having a conversation with you right now. I mean,
You're not having a conversation with me. You're bringing everyone else into the conversation with me and you. I'm not everyone else. I'm talking directly to you. You're talking to me. Why are you presuming to know what we're all doing?
Okay. So let's be honest with ourselves. So
I can't stand you arrogant, presumptuous, weak ass, bitch ass, fake ass Christians. You're all the same.
We're all the same, but literally I've been different from everyone you talk to.
You're all the same, down to the point of me knowing subconsciously what you're doing here better than you do, and even getting the search terms you put in correct. You're all the same. And you think you're unique and special, and you think you have an understanding nobody's ever heard before. Not only we heard it before, we've decimated the argument over and over again. By we, I mean me and the spirit, by the way.
Well,
not everyone else here.
Well, I certainly could bring up some topics you guys haven't heard of before, but that's
here we go. Let's have the contest of what everyone else hasn't heard before. How would you know what we've heard and not heard before? How would you know that? Because you're presumptuous, egoic, and arrogant and prideful. All the things a Christian's not supposed to be. You have no idea what you know that we know and don't know.
But
you just did it again.
But that's what you're doing.
That's what I'm doing. So we have, what's his name? ETT Talcott, right? That's what I'm doing. No, I'm reading you, sir. You're projecting onto me. There's a difference.
Well, look, man. At least I have the decency to put my own face on here. Unlike
I'm not interested in your decency. You want to see my cute little face? There it is. I broadcast thousands of hours a year. Now come on camera and look me in the eye.
Come on, camera, dude. I got no shirt
Get on camera and look me in the eye. I'm going to throw you the fuck out of here, punk ass bitch. What do you think of that?
You want to be that? Okay, there I am.
There you
what
go.
You gotta say now, Sim?
There's the big boy. So let's go now. Have the conversation. Tell me all about what I don't know and never heard of.
Okay, well, let's say for an example, have you ever heard somebody say, a Christian, may I also add, have you ever heard a Christian say that hell doesn't exist? Have you ever heard that?
Again, you presume that all Christians are one thing. I've heard a bunch of tards call themselves Christians and say everything under the sun.
I'll ask again. Have you ever heard a Christian tell you that hell doesn't exist?
Yes, I have.
Oh, you have heard them say that. So what did they tell you after that? What did you ask them
That we're
about
already
that
in
statement?
hell, a purgatory.
Well, I disagree with that. Did they ever tell you that hell can mean a condition in the Bible?
Absolutely. A state of consciousness.
And do you know even one verse that they took to show you that?
I'm not interested in the verse. The verse is a conference of who and what we are and understand.
Do you know any verses that you could quote, or you just Google search them?
Do you think that you get points for knowing a book backward and forward and being able to quote it?
Well, I mean, when I have conversations about the book, it certainly helps. I mean, when
I'm not interested in having a conversation about your storybook that you worship blindly. I'm interested in having this is why you Christians can't get along with anybody and have conversations about consciousness and awareness, because all you know is that fucking book. Your whole brain is stuck inside that book. You've never expanded beyond it. You're dogmatic. So I can't even have a conversation with a fake ass dogmatic Christian about who and what we all are, what we're going to do and be, because you can't get the fuck out of the book.
I mean, but again, you don't even know the book, so you're not even.
I don't need to know the book to know myself and to know truth and know life. You do. It's a you problem. It's a you limitation. It's a you failing. Don't project it onto me.
Okay, so is there anything else to bring up in this conversation?
You're a slave to the Bible. See, the Bible can free folks. It can also enslave them. It's about the consciousness of the user.
So now it can free people, but you were just criticizing it. So now
I didn't criticize it. I'm criticizing you, Tard. You're not able to use objective logic, and you're not able to remain objective with awareness. I'm not criticizing the Bible per se. I'm criticizing your beliefs about it in the world and your inability to get your head out of it. Nowhere in there did I even bring up the Bible. I could do that too if you want me to criticize your belief about it and where it comes from and how ridiculous it is. Why would I criticize a book? It's a story. You're the user of it.
Or are you a agnostic?
Again, you want to label me because you can't understand someone else without a fucking label and a title. You're so pea-brained.
Let's be fair with each other.
You can't even have a conversation with another human being without a book or a label. You're so institutionalized, dogmatic, and pea-brained.
Okay, let's be honest. I could have called you a black gay witch, but out of respect, I didn't.
I'm not interested in what you could and couldn't do.
So if I did call you that, you wouldn't have a problem with that?
I really don't care what you say. You've already talked a whole bunch of nonsense that's meaningless straight from your feelers and can't substantiate it. What do I care if you do more of that? You're the fool here.
Is this what you do with your life all day?
This is absolutely what I do. And this is always where we come to at this point with all you people, where they go, is this what you do? As they try to swaddle themselves and stroke their face for comfort. Because their whole inner
I'm fixing my hair.
Your ego is being cracked and your inner space is caving in and you have no answers. Yes, this is what I do. I'm very good at it.
So you don't have to do the same thing. So
you know what, ETT, you're lucky.
You don't need a conversation. You need therapy. That's what you need. You don't need more open panels to pretend like you know shit and talk down to people. You need a one-on-one conversation with someone who can show you your subconscious and conscious mind and get you out of your bondage and vice to the book and the beliefs.
How are you paying your bills every month sitting here on
Here
live
we
stream?
go. The fake ass worldly Christian now is gonna go to monetary means. Well, you go first and then I'll go after. How about that?
Okay, well, unlike you, I actually have a job where, well, to be fair, I only make.
How do you know what I do? You just did the presumptuous, arrogant, egotistical, fake ass Christian thing again.
Because maybe you need to clean that earwax out of your ears, but you just said that you do.
Dude, what the fuck is on your lip?
Throw him out now. Throw him out. Throw him out. Throw him out. Throw him out.
Yeah.
Throw them all out. I'm not going to continue to do this with people talking over me and chiming in who can't do what I do. So go ahead and keep presuming, sir.
All right. Well, let's just cut.
So now, how do you know that I don't work or that I don't have anything? How did you come to that presumption and assumption?
Well, because you just said that you sit online all day and do these panels. So
I said that
you don't work.
I just said that.
You 2 minutes ago, I asked you, do you sit
Did
online? Did
anyone else hear that?
I mean, that's literally what the guy said. I sit around and go on streams. That's what you said.
Okay, so you're constantly mishearing things
I never
and then
heard
presuming. Throw him out.
Why the hell did you guys put me on the street? You guys, some of you guys must be gay then, since you like to see a man.
Another presumption and assumption. Everyone else is gay. Do you have something you want to tell us, sir?
I mean, shit. I guess that's why you put my my face up here on the screen, because you wanted.
Because we're gay. That's the projection that you just made from your subconscious, that we're all gay because your face is up there.
Well,
yeah, because if we were gay, you'd be like the most attractive man that we want to look at, right? That's you, right? Gray-skinned, effeminate, can barely grow facial hair, but grow it out extra long to try to pretend it's there.
Can't grow any. It's like, dude, look at yourself. You look
dude,
like
I just look at you guys and I can tell you're the biggest fucking coward on here, and that's saying something. Don't you get it? I could just look at you and tell you need that book so bad and what you believe in. It's your coping mechanism, because if you had to take life on life's terms, you'd fold in on yourself just like you are on this panel right now. You're a fucking coward.
Dude, hey, look, I am cutting your ass to shreds, buddy. I am.
You're not doing anything. You're delusional. You're embarrassing. You're pathetic looking, and you're presumptuous and assumptive.
You adult diaper on, buddy. Because
what do you do? What do you do for a living, sir? Let's hear the presumptions and assumptions.
Tell you what, I will tell you what I do for a living after you tell me what you do for a living.
I'm a broadcaster.
Okay,
what do you do, sir?
What do? I work at a local grocery store. That's what I do.
There you go. So the guy who's going to talk down to me, be presumptuous and assumptive and arrogant, is a fucking stock boy at the local Walmart.
Well, at least unlike you, I don't sit on my ass.
So you're a fucking loser failure who has not living.
That's
hello, another gray-skinned loser failure with wispy facial hair who's going to tell everyone else how to be a man, presumptuous and assumptive, right? Stock boy at local Walmart, and he's going to come here and make projections and presumptions and assumptions about me, and we all know who I am and what I do, right? So we don't have to talk about it.
I don't. All right, well, I don't got time for this. This
you don't have time. No, you just got fucking eviscerated. You just folded in on yourself. And now you're going to give us a false time constraint because you're faithless. You're a fake ass Christian. And now your ego is going to cause you to run off like you just did. Do you see how easy that was, gentlemen? And you would have taken the next 6 fucking weeks to play this fucking game, yap, go back and forth in circles. It's just that simple. Just take the trash out. Just go directly at it. Take the trash out and then move on. That's the mode I'm in lately. All right? I'm not telling you have to do what I'm doing. You could throw me the fuck out right now. I really don't care. No, I'm just saying, like, we're going to go back and forth with this fucking clown and this nonsense and all talk over each other. It just takes 10 minutes of one person going directly at it to expose exactly what it is and give everyone else what they need and send him the fuck packing to go stock the shelves.
He ran?
Yeah, he fucking ran. The wicked flee when none pursue, Christian or not, the righteous are bold as a lion and truthful. You didn't think I knew he was going to run when I started doing? I win without fighting, and I know I won way before we get in the middle of it. It's not even about winning. It's about the truth. Over and over again, we've seen the same things with the same people who say the same things. You're all one person. You're not unique and special. There's only one self here, and I'm going to grind it down for you so you can get it right. Because I know me, so I know you.
Hey, OTW, I got to say, this has been one hell of a stream. The topic that we're missing now is Hank admitted he's a proud Vax cardholder.
Fuck.
He's a proud Vax cardholder. Hank is a proud.
Do me a favor. Who's ever down there right now? I'm not down there. Throw this piece of shit out. We're done with him. I blocked them all already. You're not going to come in here and infiltrate and try to stifle the conversation and the creativity and whatever's going on. So you can get the fuck out, right? If everyone's lost respect for me because I lack intelligence and you're all just smarter than me, just get the fuck out and stay in your holes with the rest of them who are oh so much smarter than me, right? And we got a clip of Cynthia today, someone sent me from like 3 months ago, where she was sucking my feet so hard it's vomitous. This is what Paul does over here, life-changing conversations, and we watch him do it every day, day after day. Yeah, that's what she said. Till something happened in her feelers, right? So you're all the same. Just stay with each other and do what you do and stay away from me and whoever's fucking with me. Because chances are they're probably going to respect me and defer to me more than you for certain reasons. You figure out why.
Is that right? Is that right? Shut the door.
Can I just say something to the guy, the Christian guy?
No.
Who left?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, no.
I know the fucker's listening, I guarantee you. I'm going to make a suggestion to you, buddy. I'm going to say that I, who have never read the Bible, am more of a Christian than you. And if you got the balls to come up here and prove me wrong, do it.
Yeah, but Lou, the minute he started asking Daddy about the job and what does he do, and Daddy, dude, you already knew where he's going to go. He's going to run away, blah, blah, blah. It is. But like I said, OTW, you really came up with some great news today. Hank is a proud Vax card holder. That should be the story today. I mean, he literally got giddy and proud and said, I have it all times. Proudness.
And let's be clear, I've done nothing but menial jobs all my life. I'm not talking down on people who work hard or do quote unquote regular jobs. Don't come here and try to fuck with people who are out of your league and then try to appeal to the ego and the pride, fake ass Christian, about what we do for work. Okay, because it should never even be in the conversation other than to profile somebody. And if you're the one being profiled because you're the one who lacking self-awareness, you shouldn't be doing that because you're going to embarrass yourself. You know, you're going to profile me to find out like who's in a power position. And then when I go, okay, let's see who's living their dreams and co-creating and reconcile the subconscious. And let's see who's a fucking pawn in a slave game. That's you. So till you like unslave yourself from the inside out, your bondage and vice, like go take account and get out of that. You have no business trying to talk down to anybody or even give any advice. And you especially have no business trying to profile somebody. Everything that you're going to say and try to make the point of, you are. And your little book doesn't save you from that reality. So stop the cope. Stop the cap and stop the cope. Look, I'm using new lingo now. I'm updating my new corny street lingo that all these clowns say. Stop the cap, bro.
It's like scamming it, man.
Stop the cope and the coke.
You know, OTW, the only reason I brought it up too is because in the chat he says, I'm healthier than you. He bragged about having the Vax card, and then his automatic defense was, I'm healthier. I'd love to hear about Hank and his health, how he thinks he's healthier than most with the jab.
How is that fucking news that is even newsworthy? Not to mention you're late by like a couple of days. Paul asked him the other day, and he said, "Yeah, I have Moderna."
No, he admitted the jab, but now he admitted he's proud of it. proud of being a card holder of it,
Who
proud
the
of
fuck
the agenda
cares?
of the jab. He admitted the jab. Now we get to the optics of how proud he is of it. That's what it is now.
There are no fucking optics. He said what he had to say. Now, do you respect him for it or don't and walk in it? That's fucking A. There you go,
He's
Timmy.
not
You got some
promoting it.
inflection.
Snaps. He's not Cynthia.
No, he's worse.
I've never heard him say he's proud of it. Where did you hear that?
Dude, he just said it on this stream. He
said he's
brags
proud
about
of
on
it?
this
From what I
stream. Yeah, he has
understood
the
is
card at all
okay,
times. He
maybe I
doesn't need
missed
the
it.
other ones because he has a card. And then in chat,
We
he's
have
like, I'm
another
helping you.
tart
Like,
down there who can't figure out life. So I never said I identified necessarily with the guy on the corner, although there will be some similarities in our walk. I'm speaking about the idea of oneself as conscious and awareness. So you don't see that because all you see is division, right? That's the common theme with all you folks. You think you're your own person, everyone else is their own person, and everyone's like special and unique. And it's just not the case. So that's like your failing, right? It's absolutely possible to know on some level that person on the street corner without ever interacting with them. And if you can't do that, then you're probably not an intuitive, empathic person. You're probably a dunce. You probably regularly get things wrong too in your life, in conversation and understanding and solutions. You're probably constantly bumping around, making mistakes, and not knowing why things are happening to you the way they are.
You already know that's an AI generated LARP picture right there.
Yeah, I'm really not interested. That person's going to get thrown out. You can already tell because they got to type 5 messages in a row and be the center of attention. They got mommy and daddy issues. You need a therapist. Panels aren't your therapist, okay? What do you all need to figure out? Your drugs in the panels, they're not going to suffice for therapy because you're with a whole bunch of other people on drugs who need therapy.
Don't you get it?
They don't get it. It's very mystical and mysterious. I got to start preparing OTW. I'm going to go to the back.
No problem.
See, Timmy, this is why I scream at the top of my lungs. The cupcake optics you just watched here, sir.
What? Where was the cupcake optics?
You didn't watch all the shit go down, including Hank bragging about having a vaccine card and saying he's healthier in chat. And then everything that happened with Paul and that cupcake Christian, Just saying, Timmy. It's not that we're against each other. I just think we disagree at times on optics.
Obviously, we disagree on times. I agree with a lot of the shit you say, man. I just, at the end of the day, man, you gotta fucking do what you can in your world, man.
Does it get any better? I can't even help myself. Does it get any better than her going no, LMAO, 3 other messages, and then appealing to I'm an RN? You just did it. You just confirmed exactly this is what I love about this game. You just confirmed you're another one self-tard who appealed to the false authority and thought that it was powerful, and it was really just a revealing of your lack of understanding of self and the world. Entitlement tard. As if RNs are somebody we look to after the last few years as people who were like trustworthy. Hello? It's the exact opposite. You tell me you're an RN now, I go, get on the other side of the room, 6 feet, please. What world are you in? It'd be like equivalent to you saying, oh, me? I'm a policy enforcement agent. Me? I'm like a lawyer. I'm so well-to-do and intelligent and spiritually sound. And I go, yeah, you just did it again. You showed me your worldly piece of trash with no knowledge of self, who appeals to false authority and illusions. Thank you.
All right, I'd like to welcome Jack Smith to the stream.
About time.
Jack Smith, pipe up. Or forever hold your peace. Say something.
Okay.
We're gonna...
Unmute yourself. He says he can't hear in your backstage or something. If you read your back, he's talking to you in backstage. OTW
says is this working? Can't hear. All right, so I'll just Get your shit together, dude.
Type into
Gonna
YouTube
waste
how
my
to
time.
use StreamYard and then come back, man.
Yeah. Refresh your StreamYard.
So you're going to
Get
come
your shit
back and
together.
try to prove me wrong that you're a better Christian than I
I
am?
doubt it. I doubt it. And we'll be shutting down soon, so.
I've never
Or
opened
is
the
Hank
book.
going to come up here and tell us how he thinks it's such a good thing and healthy thing and great thing and proud of his card carrying optics? That would be interesting. He always comes up. Why is he scared now?
Chicken shit.
Why'd you chop the hair off, man? What's up with that?
Had to go, man.
Ah, you gonna grow it back?
It always does.
You look less Jewy.
He kind of looks like that Neo guy on YouTube.
He looks less Jewy.
That's true.
What'd you say, whoever that was? It's probably Snaps.
Snappy, what'd you say? Oh, he left.
JG, you're corny, bro, and you're fucking buffering, too.
You're corny, bro.
Right, oh, now you're horny? All right. That works. You're horny, bro.
What does that say?
Jumbo marker. I don't think I've ever actually seen a marker that said jumbo marker on it. That's interesting.
You see how close Lou's getting to that camera, JG? Damn.
Right.
I wanted to touch it.
Can't see. He's
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
1,000 years old. Old fuck.
How's the swine?
I'm blind in one eye and I
swine
can't
life
see in the other.
Paging the Jab Black Witch Hank to come up to the panel. Paging Black Jab our carrier.
Oh my God. Here
Hank.
comes that fucking guy riding through town again, yelling the British are coming. Like, can anybody just shoot him off his horse for once? The British are coming. The British are coming. The British are coming. Daily. The British are coming. The British are coming. The British are coming. Like, shoot him already. Fuck.
He should be hollering, "I'm never coming. I'm never coming," because no one's ever gonna fuck him acting like this.
Yeah.
Hank says, studio is full, Officer Snaps. Make news. Fake news. No, the studio isn't full. You can click the link. It should be, there's a spot available.
We could rewind it, Hank. It was this stream where you said,
my
I don't have to get a
Fucking
set of
get off
the
it
new
already.
one because I already got my card. And then in the chat, which we took screenshots, you definitely said, I am healthier than you, which you think you're
Now,
healthy
where the
because you
fuck
took
are
the
you? I'm gonna
jab.
come there myself.
He literally
and
is
fucking
proud
put
and
another hole in your
pushing
head.
the jab agenda.
Metaversally. Jeez. It's getting like fucking nails on a chalkboard now.
Okay. You call me a coward. I'm going to talk to you directly.
All right. First of all, Hank, can we see your Vax card? Can we bring it up so we can all see the proud card?
The answer is no.
Why? You ain't gonna
You guys
play
said
ball
so.
with us?
No. Answer is no.
Why?
Next question.
What? No, I want to see the
Next
card. We all
question.
want to see it.
Next question.
Come on, Hank.
Next
You're proud.
question. Hurry
You
up.
said you have it on you right now.
Okay, you're an idiot.
Why won't you just play ball? Let's see
You're
the
an
Vax.
idiot.
It's
I'm
an
sorry, you're an
occasional
idiot. I
purpose. What
said
about
no,
some of us that want
but
to
I do
see
have the card.
what they give you? Some of us maybe want to see
Because
what the
I
card
said
looks
no,
like.
so I said no, slave. That's
Okay.
what you get.
Hank,
Okay,
you're
that's fine.
black.
You're a
Act
proud
like
jab card holder.
I said no, slave.
But you're
You don't get
healthier,
to see
right?
the
Tell us
card.
how you feel
You
you're
do not have
healthier
the
than me.
privilege.
How do
do
you
not have
feel
the
you're
privilege.
healthier? Tell us how you
Just
feel
trust me that
healthier.
I have the card.
Why are you
Just
healthier
trust me
than
that
the
I have
others?
the card, and I said no, slave. You don't
At
get to see
least
the
you
card.
have the card. Exactly. Okay, we get that you're a proud
Yeah,
card
you do not get
vaccine
to see
holder.
the card.
Okay, let me ask you this.
OTW, I thought you were controlling the panel. Fuck.
Oh no, not now. Now I'm just letting
wanna-
chaos.
Hank,
Chaos
you're
No, I
reign.
want
black.
to see his
Can you
card
start
because
acting
he's
like
proud
it?
back card, and
Well,
people
because
probably
you're
want
it,
to
but you
see
don't
it.
get
Card
to see the
saying-
card, slave.
Do you really
Okay,
give
let's
a
move
shit what
forward.
he's
Let's
saying?
move forward.
No,
You're
that's the
healthier
point.
than me and
Since
others,
it's a bunch of
right? Because you got
nonsense,
the
it doesn't
jab.
really. There's no
Explain how
point in
you're healthier.
interrupting them. You know,
Yeah, let's
just
go
let
with it
them.
and the show.
Next question.
Yeah, I think so too.
How are you healthier?
I'm on cam and you are not on cam. Therefore, I
But you're
look better
also
than you.
jabbed with poison
I look
in you.
better than you. I'm not afraid to come
I'll
on
catch you
cam.
guys later.
You also fucking
See you
took
around,
government fucking
He's afraid to come on cam
experimentation on
because
human
he
beings.
does not look healthier. He knows it.
and you're proud
Everyone
card
knows it.
holder. But you're healthier.
Prove me wrong. Come
You're
on cam
healthier
now.
than OTW.
Come on cam
You're
now. Prove
healthier
me
than
wrong.
Christos. You're healthier than Timo.
Let the record show.
Papa Luigi probably got the
Officer
jab
Snaps
or fucking
refused
jab,
to
bitch,
come
so
on
he don't
cam
count.
to show his health. Let the record show that.
How are you? See, you literally said you're healthier. You
Yes,
literally
I'm
said
on
you're
cam.
proud
People can
card
see me,
holder.
and you
Do
also
you
hug me. You're
understand the
hugging off
wrongness
cam
of this
because
shit, dude?
you're
You
not
get
healthier
what
than
you're
me.
admitting to? Do you even get the gravity of what you're saying and admitting to and proud of?
No,
Like,
because
do
you
you
don't
get it?
fucking answer your questions. You don't tell us
You're
what you're preparing
you're about
for.
population
tell us
control. You are in it
preparing
now.
for. You don't answer your questions. We don't understand you. We don't
Oh,
understand
gee,
you
this
because
is
you
a
never get
go
to the point.
forever. Look at Cynthia
You
the
just
jab.
TikTok,
All
all right, Pogo
admitted
Vito.
proud
You never get to the point. So we do not understand. We don't know the gravity. Just
Tell us what made you want to get jabbed. Hey, share with us what made you. Was it health?
We don't know
Was
what
it because you were worried about your health because they told you your health is at risk?
Understand.
Is that no? Why did you get the jab?
Answer direct question.
Why did you get the jab?
So I could get, so I don't get banned from work, so I can get into the OTO meetings, so I can get into UU church. That's why I got the jab.
OTO meetings?
Yeah.
Wow.
But the OTO doesn't have any power, I found out. You know, they all they do is a damn Gnostic mass ritual. That's all they do. They don't do anything useful. They have a shitty library.
Did you get more than one?
Gnostic mass.
Serious, huh?
They don't have any power.
Hank, do you regret the decision?
Because you're afraid of work.
Negative. I do not
But
regret
also
the
your
decision.
health. You
Really?
want to stay healthy, right?
Based on my calculations.
You want
So
to
you would
stay
do it
healthy,
again?
right, Hank?
You would do it again today?
I'm not gonna get another one. It's unnecessary. In fact, today if we were all on we're not on lockdown, I wouldn't bother. But we were locked down. People were spazzing out. People were doing my job. So at the time, that's the best decision to make. For my
There's no other jobs
and
out
also,
there.
do you have a job at all?
Bro, there's no other jobs out there.
Are you gonna find me one, Timmy? Are you gonna find me one?
Is that my responsibility?
No.
Or yours?
This is my choice.
Are you incapable of finding a job?
If
You
you're
have a fucking phone that's more powerful than kings hundreds of years ago. You have a phone, the internet. What the fuck?
You don't care, then you can shut up. I'm gonna make my
No,
decision.
I do care.
and
That's
you
the
can sit
only
there and
reason
shut
why
up.
I'm speaking.
You
Bro,
can sit there
you
and shut
have
up. I'm gonna make my decisions based on my calculations. You don't care if I
I'm
eat, you don't
asking
care if I
you,
live. So
why
what your
is it
opinion
so
doesn't matter.
hard? I'm asking
Your
you, why
opinion
is it so
doesn't
hard
matter
to
if
get
you're
a
not
job?
gonna
Is it hard?
go up to bat for me. Your opinion is irrelevant.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's irrelevant. You're not gonna go up to bat for me. So
I'm going up for
take your
bat for
opinion
you
when
right
go
now,
home.
you fuck.
It
Shut
doesn't
up
matter.
and I'll fucking explain why. Dude, you can get a job fucking so easily. Have you even tried? You can get 1 million jobs today. I send 1,000 emails a day to random businesses and they reply and then they buy shit. You have the power of internet and fucking hardware and software and this phone. You're not using it at all. You just assume you can't get another job. It's insanity. You're connected to the global internet. Trillions of dollars are
okay.
exchanged daily.
So I want a citation. I want you to prove that you can get another job today. I want you to get the offer.
Hey, can we see your Vax card?
And Officer Snaps, I answered that question already. Do you comprehend?
So
do you know what no means?
The job thing. You said you're healthier.
Do you know what no means? You understand consent.
So what happened today's stream?
You understand consent, Officer Snaps.
So let's talk about the health issue.
Step back, Officer Snaps.
You were worried about your health since you got the jab, right?
Step back.
Who told you your health was in danger and you had to get the jab?
You don't understand consent.
You're healthy, right?
You do not understand consent, Officer Snaps. No means no.
Snafu, let me talk to him for a minute. So,
go ahead, Timmy. I mean, honestly, this is Paul's mod. Let's just remind everyone, this is Paul's mod, Paul. I would remind you, Paul, this is your mod.
I'll remind you, Snafu, this is a simulation. Please continue, Timmy.
That's true.
Hank, what do you want to see?
And you're actually scoring pretty low.
You don't understand what I'm saying, or you don't believe me, or what?
Show me the job offer. I want to see it, Timmy.
You have to go out and generate it. Why are you sitting back waiting to
Okay,
expect
Timmy's
people to give you
lying.
things?
He doesn't have the goods. He doesn't have the receipts. Thank you.
Receipts for what?
The job offer. You show me
I don't
receipts.
have. For my job offers for me or for you?
For you. Show me.
You want to see me sending thousands of emails a day and then
No,
getting
I want to
businesses
see
reply?
the responses with your damn job offer. You said you can get the offer. Show me one.
Where should we begin? I run a business, sir. I sell a product. So the job offer is not me doing a job. It's me selling my service. So
Okay, what is your service that you sell? What you service a quote? I don't understand. I don't understand.
I'm a business. Well, I have a business, and some of the things we do is it's a software company. We sell a software solution for businesses. It's a marketing software. So we email other businesses to sell this software to them via the phone.
Oh, okay.
So you can call that a job if you want, but I have folks that work with me, for me, and I own the companies. So, but that's just, anybody can do that. You can reach out to anyone and talk to them and provide value to them and generate a job or a sale.
Hey, the question
or anything.
is
You have that
Timmy,
power.
we should ask him what job he felt that he needed to have so bad that he took the job. Like, well, he's probably working at Burger King or some shit. And so, you know,
I
like,
work logistics office. Now, you don't listen. You don't answer direct questions. You have no respect. You have no authority. And you have no audience.
and you're a
Hey.
fucking jab black
Pay
witch
attention
that
to
thinks population control is the
Don't
answer.
pay attention, Hank. Just let him blab on. Just let it go.
I think
over
he's
your
funny.
head.
I
Look,
think it's
you
funny.
have to live your life with your decisions. You took the jab. That's up to you. I would have thought he's smarter, but you can do whatever you want. Right?
No,
Probably for his Burger King job, Lou. He was worried about flipping birds, losing the job. You know, something like that.
What else do I believe?
So what was his job? What job were you
I
doing
don't
that
trust
was
the
so
police.
important? Because I've
That's
seen
all
medical
this
people
I don't
quit.
trust the police. I'm a
What was
dummy.
your job? What job was so important to you that you had to take the jab to
So
comply?
Officer Snaps tells us nothing about himself. He hides his face in front of the camera, and we tell he needs to answer the questions. Why should we trust him? He's nothing to show for. He's just an interrogator.
I would just say it's important to have critical thinking, Hank. And when you think about,
You think Officer Snaps a critical thinker? He believes every goddamn
No, I'm
conspiracy he
not.
can come
I'm
up
not
with.
saying.
And he
I don't
hides. He's a
I don't
coward.
think I
He's
don't
a
think
coward.
many of these people are
Conspirator.
critical thinkers.
He's a coward conspirator.
I don't think many of these people are critical thinkers. I mean, earlier in the stream, Nubs said that they brought blankets to kill the Indians or something to that effect, right? He didn't ever think and stop and critically think, wait a minute, did they even understand germ therapy, diseases or anything at the time? They didn't even have a microscope. How did they know about their spreading germs with a blanket? That's what I mean about critical thinking. People don't think more critically about their beliefs and challenge their beliefs, right? That's it. That's all.
Okay, Luigi. Think twice before trusting coward accusers.
What were you doing? Flipping burgers? And that's what you wanted? You had to save that job?
I mean, we don't know what
For the
Officer
jab?
Snaps
That's
does
what you
for
told
work
Timmy.
yet.
That's what you told Timmy. It was the job.
Hank, act more black. Black people wouldn't listen to him. They would just pretend he's like a fucking fly just zipping around. And if it came too close, they'd swat him. You're not acting black, Hank. Be more black.
Well, he's jabbed and black and gay. It took the realness out of him.
Oh, shut the fuck up. See you later.
Bye, Lou. Thank God. I'm just kidding.
Any final words?
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, fuck. I mean, if 90% of folks like to just have no leverage and just be afraid that they're not going to be able to eat, and so they do literally anything their quote unquote boss tells them to do. Well, I mean, that's a fucked up position to be in, and you know, if y'all want to keep doing that, go ahead. But you also have the ability to reach fucking anyone on Earth and provide value to them. So maybe you might want to figure out how to have, even if you have one job, you can have backup quote unquote jobs or situations ready to go. You should be extremely valuable in whatever you're doing. All right, much love, folks. Thanks.
All right, thanks a lot, Timmy. See you next time, man. Peace.
Well, the optics are high, and again, these demonic NWO fucktards and their agendas are exposed for what it is and what they are, and that's the truth, yo. Hank, you are a proud population control fucking advocate. Fuck yourself. The optics are high.
All right, man. Thanks a lot, man. See you around. PinealPower, you're next. Actually, it's your moment to shine. Peace, everyone. Coming at you from the belly of the beast.